In this video, I'm going to be discussing the new Junckers PreLak Colours product. It's a water-based acrylic primer designed to be used under any of the Junckers lacquer range. What's different about this new product is our integration of colour to the primer. In the UK and Ireland, professional floor finishers come up against lots of pine floors instead of oak like in Scandinavia or the US. Pine is quite tricky to colour as oils lose their intensity and stains can be quite messy and show up inconsistencies. By adding colour to the primer, the wood species isn't so important. The primer merges with the timber to form a layer on and above the timber, unlike oils and stains that soak in. This then creates a stable colour across the whole board. Being water-based and acrylic, it has a big benefit in drying time, and in the right conditions can be overcoated with any of the Junckers lacquer range in as quickly as 40 minutes, eradicating overnight drying requirements. Before we start, it's important that we apply the product in ideal temperature settings. A few degrees either side of 18 is perfect. The product bottle should be rocked back and forth for around 5 minutes to ensure any pigment and matting agent that has settled over time is mixed through the product. We suggest using a standard lacquer roller to apply the product. To start, use a brush about 4 inches in width to cut in around the side of the room. Using the brush to level out the pigment at the end of the room, cut in around 6 inches. Ensure the roller is fully covered in the PreLak product, shake off any excess and then apply to the floor in long strokes. With primer, it's not like lacquer, so it's not about how thick a coat you can lay down. In fact, with these colour primers, the thicker you go, the harder it is to achieve the perfect finish. As you can see, rolling across the grain will actually help level out the pigment, but always ensure the final pass with the roller is down the length of the plank. When using lighter pigment in products like Nordic and Grey, these can quite easily be rolled out to achieve a perfect finish. With white and cocoa brown, the finish is easily achievable, but you will be required to roll out just a little bit more to ensure the finish is even. If your room is very large, we would suggest working to a point along the width down the whole length of the room. Once you've finished applying the PreLak, allow to dry for 40 to 60 minutes before overcoating with a Junckers water-based lacquer. Allow the lacquer to dry overnight before returning to give the floor a light sand to flatten out any grain rays. Give the floor a good vacuum and damp flat mop to ensure any dust is removed before finishing off with a final coat of lacquer. Your lacquered floor will be fully cured within 3 to 4 days and ready to withstand the wear and tear it needs to. The colour we're using here is white. When applying one coat, it gives a lovely whitewash or Scandi effect to the timber. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please click like below and leave us a comment. Thanks for watching.